right, it's Thursday and my birthday, so I said we need a good treat today. We need a good laugh. We need a good conversation. It's time for another Reddit with Friends. So, of course, Carmen Fuentes, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. And then we have the lovely Nawaal Jalill in the house this morning. Good morning, Nawaal.
Good morning, Mariah.
Yes, your first Reddit with Friends. Are you ready?
Oh, yes, and I'm so excited because it is your birthday.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, look, we better have a good story today, Carmen.
It is. It's actually birthday themed.
No, it's not.
I swear. It's really,
I'm not even gonna say it.
It's birthday
I'm not
themed.
even gonna say it.
I promise you.
Spencer said he was struggling to find one, so now I'm interested to know what it's about.
Okay. It's
Okay.
well. It comes
Birthday themed, though.
It comes from the Reddit thread that we can't say, so we're gonna call it "Am I the Villain?"
Okay.
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 It was so crazy that it actually got reposted in the AmITheDevil subreddit, which is the place where like the worst of the worst. We're talking like the Karens, the people that don't use their blinkers and stuff. That's where their stories go.
Okay.
Okay.
So we done got deep.
The title of this one is, "Am I the villain for charging my friend's admission to my birthday party?"
Wow. That's crazy. Unless you're at a club, the immediate answer is yes.
Well, okay, so
Yeah.
so this is a mid-20, 26-year-old female.
Bro.
Said, is that you?
This is not my story, everybody. Okay.
Hey Reddit, I threw a birthday party for myself and now some of my friends don't even want to speak to me. I'm not sure if I did something wrong, so I need your help to settle this. So for my birthday last week, I decided to host at an exclusive venue.
Okay.
So exclusivity, right? It was going to be a night to remember with live music, top-notch food, all of the 9 yards. I spared no expense to make it unforgettable and to make it a great experience for my guests and me. However, as the cost started adding up, I realized that throwing such a luxurious party was going to be a bit expensive. Okay, right?
Okay.
So that's when I had an idea. I could charge my friend's admission to attend the party and offset some of the costs.
That's an idea.
Yeah, it is.
That's an idea.
I thought it was a win-win situation. They get to come to a fabulous party, and I get some financial help in the process, right? So I sent out invitations to my friends, noted that there would be a small admission fee to cover the expenses. I made it clear that it was a non-negotiable and an essential for the party to happen. I thought my friends would be understanding and gladly contribute since they'd be attending such an incredible event, but to my surprise, their reaction is not what I expected. Right? So some of my friends called me out saying it was inconsiderate and rude to charge admission to my own birthday party. They accused me of being money-minded and using them for my own gain. They argued that a birthday party should be a gift for them, or a gift from me to them, not the other way around. And I was surprised by their responses. I never thought that they would react this way. I genuinely believe that charging admission was a fair approach considering the extravagant nature of the party. After all, I was the one organizing and financing everything. Now my friends are left divided, with some supporting my decision and others calling me out for being selfish. I'm left feeling confused and wondering if I'm in the wrong for the situation. Am I the villain? Now, before we go any further, it looks like the original poster actually revealed that that the charge was $90 with the expectation also of a gift as well. So 90 plus to bring a gift.
Yes, $90 per person, and they want a gift. Baby, I am the gift at that point. I'm here.
Remember, she said when she sent out the invitations, the note said there would be a small admission fee. $90 isn't
that
exactly
is not
small.
No, that's not small at all.
I'm torn with this. I mean, I feel like you shouldn't have to throw your own birthday party to begin with. I feel like those are bad friends.
Yeah, exactly.
They should be the ones throwing the party for you, and they don't have to, you know.
Depending on the age, though. Now, granted, if you're turning 26, if this is not a milestone birthday party, then you need to throw your own.
21, 25, 30, 40, so on. Yeah.
Exactly, and they're turning 26. So, yeah, I'm not gonna surprise you for your 26th birthday. I'm sorry. Unless y'all have one for me, I don't know. But that's just, that's here nor there. But I'm saying, like,
not anymore.
No, I could definitely get them throwing one. My thing is, I would be hurt as the friend if it initially started as like, hey, I'm having this party and you don't have to worry about anything. And then you turn it into, actually, no, I went too far with planning this and now I need you to contribute. If that was the game plan from the jump, because I have a friend who's invited me, they want to go to Nashville for their birthday, but we are months out from that. And if I'm like expecting to say, I know, okay, I'm gonna need to start planning and saving some money. But this seems like a turn of events here.
Like going from Nashville from Huntsville is different than like if she wanted to go to, I don't know,
somewhere downtown.
Atlanta, which is a little bit further, or like Miami, something like that. So, but you're right. I would be like, I need to take a second to think about my friends. I'm not saying that you have to throw me a party, right? And it doesn't need to be extravagant. But like if they know, like you probably dropped hints like, oh, we should have a party on my birthday. They should get to planning, you know? Get
I
the
agree.
hint.
Yeah, her friend should have set something up, small dinner, little party, whatever. I feel like, but also if you can't afford it, you should not do it. Like throwing that party and then expecting everyone else to pitch in, just don't do it if you know it's going to be too much.
We also don't know what the total cost was. Like, how did she come to the $90 per person? Is she trying to get all of her money back? Because she did say some, but then, so I was like, okay, she might charge, you know, $20 or something, but.
And then the other thing could be if it was a smaller or intimate group, that means that they're gonna have to pay more. So I would wonder how many people she already has involved, because let's say the bill was, just throwing a number out there, $500. Well, if it's only 5 of us, I mean, we're gonna have to pay $100 a piece, but if you invite more people, you could reduce that number.
Make some new friends, invite them along the way.
There you go,
right?
Hey neighbor, how you doing today? Let me tell you what I have going on.
So someone wrote, $90 to attend a party that also comes with the expectation of a gift. Yeah, she's the villain.
The gift is crazy.
Someone else said, if it was like $10 to $30 and she said it was in lieu of a gift, I would probably think not the villain, but $90 and a gift on top, some people have no idea what money is worth. So out of touch.
Also, who asks like for a gift? You know?
Well, who asks?
Never.
That's right.
Most people say, don't worry about a gift. And then usually the nice thing is
there.
still,
Like,
and you still usually bring something small.
Yes,
you know?
Exactly.
Especially if it's like a house party. Like I've seen people, you might bring a glass of wine or something, or you know, something the whole group can enjoy. It's never like a
housewarming gift,
Yes.
a doormat or something. I don't know. You know?
Just something like
If
that.
you're coming, make sure you bring me something.
Yes, and because it's the
$90.
thought that counts at the end of the day. Like if these are your real friends.
I've had friends that have, this is another comment, I've had friends pay for my expense of a birthday meal, but that's been like $40 max. I couldn't understand, I could understand that the fee was the cost of what the birthday gift would have been, but $90, unless you're my parent, sibling, or long-term partner, you're not getting that money for a birthday.
Yeah, that's a good one right there, because baby, I be saving my coins for my sibling or my brother or my parents' gift. That you're like family at that point.
I want to know, like, she said good food, and what'd she say, live music or a DJ? Like,
now, the venue.
That's expensive in itself, because if it's a band or something, you're paying for the artist, right? Or same thing if it's a DJ, like a wedding DJ, for instance, could be anywhere from like $100 to $200 an hour.
But here's my question: did she do the proper research herself? Like, if you knew this is,
sound like it.
It doesn't sound like it. Like, what's the for your not a milestone birthday, non-milestone birthday? Like, what's the biggest you would do? Are you just going to dinner? Are you going to brunch? Or are you throwing a party?
Yeah, dinner.
Dinner? Yeah.
And dinner with a couple close friends, family, that's it.
And with that, you could expect, and with that, you could
Right.
expect to have to take care of yourself. Like if I'm going to someone's birthday dinner, all right, I know I'm coming with a couple of dollars to take care of myself. But I'm not even spending $90 at a dinner.
Yeah, honestly, like if it was, and if you're at a really nice place and you show up and she's like, you know, it's $90, but hey, you don't have to worry about a gift at that point, or you don't got to buy me a drink or anything.
Yes.
I would heavily consider it, especially if it's if I feel like it would be worth the money.
Yes.
But
how many people did she invite? Do we know?
It does not say, but someone did say, what seals the deal for me, payment for a party is weird, but not that bad in my opinion. If they went on a group night out, they would be expected to pay their own entry fees to the club, etc. But I was thinking $10. $90 is beyond unreasonable.
Yeah.
The way she's gone about it isn't great either. Adding an addendum to the invitation that there's a non-negotiable fee is pretty questionable, and it'd be more appropriate to ask around, like, would people be willing to chip in, or should I scale it back?
Scale it back. That's I would just scale it back.
Yeah, that's something I just feel like, if you're one, like if, I know some people want to be in control and they want to plan their own party, that's fine, but you can still get input from your friends.
Yes.
And it still be the night that you would want, you know? Hey, maybe instead of going with this one, you go with that one. It's a little bit cheaper, you know, saves you in the long run.
And I think it's because your real friends are going to be there with you no matter what direction. If you do scale it back, they're still going to say, you know, hey, I know this wasn't your original plan, but we're going to make sure that you have a great time for your birthday. I've seen that happen, and I've been in that position.
I wish I knew how many people showed up.
Yeah, same. I know. I know.
If this is your story, let us know. How
I also want to know where they went.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, right?
yeah. So,
Exclusive
anyway,
venue.
happy birthday to you, baby.
Cakes and candles.
Cakes and candles. And
Get new
Nawaal,
friends.
thank you for joining us on your first Reddit with
Thank you
Friends.
for having me.
Of course, it
Happy
was such a pleasure.
birthday.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, now, you at home also remember on the other side of the screen, be sure to check out our day-to-day Reddit. You can find links for that, plus today's story over on our As Seen on Day-to-Day page.